whispers in the wind. The cowboy had the secrets that the angels recommend. He shuffles fate and fortune like a deck of dusty cards. Rich in mystic revelation, rigged up rebel rock guitar. From large halls to desert roads, he walks the hidden line. Written sparks, the shadows, provide their fears divine. Psychic down Andrew, stories meet the flame. Tune in, my friends, and step inside to never be the same.
Welcome to another episode of Terror Through Time. I'm your host, Psychic Terror Andrew, and tonight we ride through the swirling desert dust into a place where history blurs into legend. Tonight we chase the spirit of Billy the Kid, the boy outlaw who became a myth. Henry McCarty, William H. Bonney, Billy the Kid. 3 names for one restless soul. A youth shaped by hardship, carved by betrayal, and immortalized by a 6-shooter and a crooked grin. He didn't live long, but he lived wide, fast, and forever etched himself into the bloodline of the wild frontier. Tonight, the cards reveal not just the outlaw, but the human heart beating beneath his gun belt. Card 1 I would have picked if I could read for him is the Fool card. Beginnings, reckless innocence, divine trust, the sacred wanderer. The Fool steps forward, dusty boots, clear eyes, no map in hand. Billy's journey didn't begin with a thirst for violence. It began with a loss. Orphaned young, shuffled from place to place. He was a boy adrift in a world that asked for survival but offered no shelter. The Fool captured Billy's early spirit, hopeful but hardened. Naive, but nimble. The Fool isn't foolish. He is sacredly free. He trusts the unknown because he has no choice. His every step forward was an act of rebellion against abandonment, poverty, and a future written by someone else's hand. When Billy stole his first horse, when he fled his first unjust charge, he wasn't trying to be a legend. He was just trying to survive. The Fool reminds us greatness often begins not with grand ambition, but with the simple, desperate decision to keep moving. The second card I would have picked for Billy if I was with him is the Knight of Wands. Explosive energy, restless courage, uncontainable spirit. Then comes the Knight Wands, charging full speed in the fray, dust rising in the blazing trail behind him. Billy wasn't meant for obedience. He was a spark on dry grass, a laugh in the face of lawmen, a promise that no walls, no shackles, no badges could truly cage him. The Knight of Wands is the energy of the moment. Choice to act first and worry later. Billy's loyalty to his friends, his refusal to betray even when it meant death, his swagger during his court trial. These weren't rehearsed heroics. They were the instinct of a spirit that would rather burn than bow. But the Knight Wands also carries a shadow. Impulsiveness, inconsistency, pride that becomes a target. Billy's boldness made him legendary, but it also made him predictable, and in the end, it made him vulnerable. The Knight of Wands teaches us fire frees, but it also consumes. And finally, the third card is death. Endings, inevitable transformation, the doorway to legend. And, as we always knew it would, death rides in, not as defeat, not as punishment, but as the final alchemy. Billy's death at the hands of Sheriff Pat Garrett wasn't a fall from grace. It was a crossing into immortality. In the tarot, death strips away flesh but preserves the spirit. It wipes clean the slate of petty accusations and leaves only the core truth of a life lived without apology. Billy the Kid was no longer just a boy with a pistol. He became the eternal outlaw, the ghost rider who gallops forever across the American imagination. Unburdened by time, still grinning from the shadows. Death in this spread reminds us that real legends are born not from how you live, but how you refuse to be forgotten. Together, these three cards paint an outlaw's gospel. The fool, the innocence that refuses despair, stepping into the unknown. The Knight of Wands, fire of defiance and devotion burning at both ends. And the Death card, transformation into eternal myth, forged at the edge of a smoking gun. Billy the Kid wasn't just a bandit. He was possibility unleashed. He was hope riding hard against hopeless odds. He was freedom at gunpoint in a world built to chain the bold. And maybe that's why he never really died. Not in the stories, not in the songs, not in the dreams of every soul that ever looked at a locked gate and thought, not me, not today. Thank you for riding into the legend with me tonight. And may Billy the Kid's spirit remind you that sometimes the truest path isn't the safest one. It's the wild one, carved by your own stubborn, fearless hands. Keep riding, friend, and always keep riding. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and most importantly, share Psychic Tarot Andrew, and also check out AskPsychicDrew.com and check out my live streams every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Moonlit highway in our rear view, the night still humming low. We dealt your truth and broke the spell, now watch your spirit glow. No matter where the road may wind, these secrets stay alive. When darkness calls, come back again, our cards will always thrive. Go chase that star, keep magic close, and let your story roam. Till next time with Andrew's deck, we bid you safe ride home.